I'm on. All right. All right. It's a little cold. Um, let's see. Today was a different struggle. Nothing didn't get on my nerves today. The only thing that was a bit, the jacket thing again. Dun, 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 dun. Still on the search for this Letterman's jacket. Um, Faith went to go pick Zarian up from school, and the workers are giving her attitude in regards to this jacket, like she knows. Um, so yeah, I gotta go there again. I really think it's gonna get ugly, yo, guys. I really think it's gonna get ugly. Um, it's bananas. Bananas. This crap is bananas. Bananas. Because this jacket. I mean, I get it. If it was mine, I would want it too. But at the same time, me as a parent, I wouldn't send my child to school in a fancy schmancy jacket, especially with something that's possibly highly sentimental. And if you was gonna send your child in something like that, you would think to put your child's name in it so you make sure it get back to you. Because stuff happens. It happens. Like now, this is stuff that happens. Um, but today's struggle was more so. That was the only thing that was blowing my mind today. But the only struggle I was having today was hormones. My hormones were raging out of control. However, um, I kept my peace. Um, I maintained very well. Go Kia. Ooh, ooh. I am exhausted because things, when you're battling things on the inside and then you're using, your regular energy for the everyday things you have, and you're not even concerned about the energy that you're burning on the inside. Save you because you don't want to misplace anger. You don't want to take things out on people. Ain't got nothing to do with them. So that's hard and it's exhausting. Um, Fighting the raging hormones. That's exhausting. I was listening to a lot of worship music. I had to listen to some worship music. But before I started listening to worship music, I had to listen to some old church music. I was listening to Shirley Caesar, right? Hold My Mule, and I Remember Mama. That time, that really calmed me down. That it did not. It wasn't like water on a fire breathing dragon type of calm down. It was more of a woo woo woo, Sinclair's woo woo woo, woo 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 type of calm down. It wasn't till I got to listen to Father Can You Hear Me? And God's Trying to Tell You Something. That when I listened to those two songs, then that was more of a calm down. So I was listening to that because it's like when you're saying the words and not just listening, when you're saying the words or even attempt to say the words because you may not know all the words, because sometimes I be doing that. But when you know the words and you say the words loudly, You get the goosebumps. You get the feeling. You feel the spirit. You feel the Holy Spirit come on me. And so, ain't no way in the world I could be horny and the Holy Spirit on me. That's just trifling. No. So that is good to know that spirit ain't that don't have a hold on me that much. So that's a good thing that I'm still able to control. Yeah, fight the good fight of faith. Now, whenever I say the word clippy, that means I hit a clip, and the clip was a 2-hit shot, and it was done. Yeah, yeah. When I when I hit a clip, in my mind, I'm like, you're weak. You're weak.
And didn't want anything because he thought we were going to September.
Going where?
He thought we were going to September.
Oh, so the lot store was open? All right.
We caught it right before it closed. What we caught?
Good.
What did we catch?
Y'all caught the store right before it closed, and y'all didn't have to go. Oh, get this bottle right here. Fill them up. Hey, right here. Oh, this one.
That one got a big hole.
Okay. See, this is what I realized that happened in the last video. When in the last video I was talking about me how I watched the sermon, the sermon 5 years ago. Yeah, you put the card in the thing. You put the card in the drawer. When I listened to the sermon 5 years ago about Pastor Ozark exposing evil spirits, and he was talking about, when you're battling substance abuse, and when you're battling substance abuse and you still around the substance that you're trying to, break away from. Okay, so the only difference with me is I ain't trying to break away from it. It's just that I have to be sober. I have to be sober so that the devil don't come roaring at me like a lion. Okay. So during this fast, I really do need to have a clear mind. So I'm like, so when I hit the clip, was I high? No. Did it do something to me internally? Yes. Oh, thank you, daughter.
That's so.
Oh,
Can I have some?
sure.
Water.
And so,
Have
he
$1
was
million.
no. So Pastor Mozart was saying, if you're around substance abuse, and say if it was alcohol, which I beat, praise God, God gave me mad strength. Like He gave me superhuman strength. Yo, I stopped drinking cold turkey like as soon as I made that vow to stop drinking. And see, you want to know what was the funny thing with that? I thought it was going to be easy. And I thought I was tricking God by saying, you know what, Lord, if you know this happened, Lord, I'll stop drinking, and I won't drink anymore if you allow this to happen without this going on, and da 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 da. So, bang, I stopped. And so, like, first 4 days was like, I felt like Halle Berry in Gothica when she was getting possessed by the white girl. I felt like that. Because in the morning, I had the strongest taste in my mouth for some pink whipping, and I couldn't have it. It was a problem. I did. Those 4 days taught me, Nakia, you turned into an alcoholic. Because I was also, before I tuned in here, I was looking in my old videos or whatever, back when I was drinking and stuff. Ah, wow, Nakia. I drank more than people thought I did. I drank more than what people thought I was drinking. More than what people seen me drink, and that I was showing. I was also doing a lot of secret drinking here and there. I was a low key alky. And so, with me not realizing that, and me thinking, oh, look, ain't no issue for me, and this, but I stopped it because, breaking vows is different. Even though I broke my marital vows, but when you make a personal vow to God, to me, I think that holds more weight. I don't know. But I said to me, okay, to me, a personal vow holds more weight than a marital vow. I don't know, but a vow is a vow. But I don't break personal vows. So my personal vow was not to drink no more, and I am not. I went through my withdrawal stages. Didn't even know I was gonna go through that. Let me tell y'all how I went to Reds. Right, I went to Reds, and I didn't drink, so I was just smoking. That was not enough because at the end of the day, that alcohol, that bar was like, Kia, you know you want some mango Amsterdam. Kia, come and look at the new liquors that they may have that you like. But it was sounding like that. It was sounding like that. And so I had to keep going to the back of the room. So this is a little back room. They got a little game. You go back there and you smoke and all this other stuff. But I just went back there and sat down. My hands were sweaty and shaky. Oh my God. If that's what crack withdrawal felt like, woo, that was some, oh my gosh. And I was just like, no, 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 I can do this. Why am I that strong when it comes to weed? Well, maybe because I'm not trying to stop smoking weed. I'm really not. All fairness, I'm not trying to stop smoking weed. What I'm trying to do is just not smoke weed during this fast. And so these clippies, you know, and you know what else I noticed? It's like a every other day thing. Like day one, I ain't have no problem not smoking. But then day two, that's when I smoked 2 blunts. And then day three, I didn't smoke none. But then day four, clippy. Yeah, day four, clippy. No, I didn't do it. No, day four was no clippy. It was day three clippy. Day three was clippy. Yeah. Day one I was good. Day two was the 2 blunts. Day three was clippy. Day four, which was yesterday, nothing. And today clippy. So it's like a every other day thing I'm noticing. Um, I'm noticing triggers. I'm noticing that's stuff that's triggering me. But so now that I finished, what Pastor was always saying, don't put yourself in a position to test yourself on how strong you are, because yeah, you're gonna fail. Okay, you may pass for a day, but yeah, you're gonna fail. If you're trying to get away from a substance abuse issue or controlled substance issue or whatever may have you, and you're trying to break it, then yeah, you just have to throw everything that reminds you of it away. Because me watching the videos, like I was even watching my old North Carolina videos, and I had a blunt in my hand, smoking and talking, and that blunt was so beautifully rolled. But I remember it would not stay lit, and that was because I was talking. But at the time, I didn't realize that. But when I was watching myself, I was just like, wow, what would I love to smoke that right now? My daughter's forgot to close the door, but the boys' door is closed and ain't nobody coming in. Everybody's quiet. As you see, everyone is quiet. All the children are asleep. So yeah, I'm able to do this. So to continue what Pastor Foles I was saying, so yeah, throw everything away that reminds you of them. Now, and he said you can't be around people that's doing it too, because the flesh ain't that strong. Kia, gosh, Pastor Foles are not lying. He preaching right from the Bible. You sitting here, watch this, Pastor Fozar. Watch, I do this, and I didn't. Because I ain't gonna front. When I was listening to him singing that, I was like, well, I did it. And then the other side of me was like, Trick, you did not. Okay. Because you still clipped here, clipped there, that 2 blunt there. So, no. Unless I need to go, I want to be able to go, yeah, at least 2 days in a row. No clippy, no blunty, no nothing. You know, um, maybe I overdid it. You know, maybe I tried to, stop doing everything too much at one time. Yeah, you're not Superwoman. I'm not your Superwoman. Mm, 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 mm. I'm not the kind of girl that can stop smoking weed, stop having sex, and stop doing everything I said I was gonna stop. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna quit. Cause at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try it again. Try it again. Or like Donnie and Kirk said, after you've done all you can, you just stand. And then the other one he did. Saying it's just a sinner who fell down, but it didn't stay there. It got up. So I ain't gonna stay down. I ain't gonna stay down because Clippy. I ain't gonna let Clippy hold me down. Um, Other people may be like, "Well, Nikki, you just can't do it." I don't care what you think. I'm not doing this for your thoughts. Watch me prove y'all wrong through Jesus, because uh, uh, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Now, maybe it's a part of me that just wanted to do it, and I'm not gonna make an excuse for it. That's so silly. That's so silly. That's so pretty. But anywho, um, so back to what I was saying about the fire breathing dragon and the rage of hormones. See, I thought I forgot. So I completed everything that I wanted to say about the substance abuse. On what Pastor Foles are saying, exposing demonic spirits. I'm gonna watch that other one he did. This one that's called Exposing Demonic Spirits, the Whoredom. Dun dun dun. I'm scared to watch that one. I'm gonna watch that one tonight. I'm gonna watch that one tonight as I go to sleep because it's one thing when you listening to other pastors, but then it just hit different when it's your own pastor. So you know what? I need to get a spiritual whooping. I need to get a spiritual spanking because I want to be corrected. I want to be wise. I don't want to. I don't want to be a fool because a fool despises correction. I don't want to be a fool. I want to be wise and I want to be corrected and I want to be better. Duh. That's the part of change. Change. Um, how many of us have them? Change. Not coins change, but changing yourself. Start with the man in the mirror. You know what I finally grasped the understanding of? You know when in the Bible it always say, man, don't do this, man, don't do that, man. He's talking about humans, humanity, man and woman. Because a woman is a man with a woman. Because, like I learned in that series, Help I'm Horny, go Pastor Tim. But like I learned in that listening to that service, that little sermon there, yeah, a woman is a man with a woman because God uh, put Adam. He he created Adam and he formed Eve. You see the difference in the two words? You know, he put Adam to sleep after he created Adam. He was like, Adam, you need some company. You need a mate. Yes. Go to sleep. So he put Adam to sleep. And then he took his rib and formed a woman out of his rib. I am beautifully formed. Round. Okay. So, um, going back to my issue today and listening to those songs and the two songs that was the water to put out the fire within. Cause Lust was getting the best of me. But I love that I don't show it. I don't show it. Um, I don't show it. That's good. And it's just exhausting when you're fighting on the inside and don't nobody what you doing. Don't nobody know what you doing. Don't nobody know the fight that you be fighting on the inside. Everybody just know what you show. People just know what you show. So, um, all my people out there that may be battling with horniness, help, I'm horny. Um, Listen to some like old foot stomping, hand clapping, tambourine type church music, you know. So for me, it was the two church scenes, most the two most iconic church scenes that I know of is the color purple, you know, when somebody say yes. When Suge Avery finally sung some gospel music to open up her daddy's eyes. See, daddy, Sinner got song too. And when that father finally wrapped his arms around Suge, that's all she needed to just break that spirit of Jezebel. Mm, she was no longer a hooker. Because she was mad now. And then the other one was Tyler Perry. When the mom came in, oh, my heart, my soul said yes. Yes. Bird. That was also powerful. And I felt that. I felt that. And then with me feeling those two songs, I couldn't feel nothing else but the Holy Spirit. So if you having y'all issues with horniness, listen to some worship music. Listen to some soulful worship music. Now, if you can still be horny and listen to worship music, yeah, that demon is in you. She good up in you. She all the way all up in you. She just laying dormant, okay? But oh yeah, today was a bad tone. And I think that's another problem. Yeah, that's yeah. And now, don't get it twisted. I still seek God, but then there I go being impatient. Though I was seeking Him, I forgot to wait upon the Lord. So I grabbed that clip and I lighted and I smoked it. That wasn't good for the moment, not for this purpose. Do, do, do. All this fast. But, um, yeah, I wasn't patient enough. So, remember how I was bragging? Oh, I got patience. I got patience for people. I got patience for kids. I don't got patience for me. I think I used all my patience for everybody else, and then when it came for me to use my patience, uh, uh, so I guess I had a speck in my eye, huh? So I stand corrected. You see how easy that is? When you make a mistake, you correct it, change it, and keep it pushing. Ain't no need to dwell on it. Oh, well, you was going so hard. So what? That's because I wasn't aware then. Okay, I wasn't aware 2 days ago. Okay, now I'm aware today. It's awareness, people. Speaking of awareness, it was so cute. The kids was marching for breast cancer awareness. I like the little song they was singing. Ow. Um, I'm exhausted. Y'all see, I don't even have the energy because I was fighting. I was fighting. Like, I was like, hit her with a left, hit her with a right. I was beating me up like fight night. Okay, because well, I'm glad my hormones didn't get the best of me. I didn't do what I was thinking I was gonna do. Thank God. I pray for more endurance. I need more endurance. I need no, I need more long suffering. I need more long suffering because I get it. It's like every time I'm triggered, every time I'm triggered, yeah, I want to smoke. So now what I have to train myself to do is when I get triggered, not to go running to the blunty dunty, but to run to the hills from the coming my help. It is easier said than done. I can keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. You know why? Because life and death is in the power of the tongue. And I love it, and I'm going to eat the fruit thereof. Ah, how about that? So, though people may think, oh, she's playing. No, I'm not. It's a struggle. It's a struggle to do good when you're so used to doing wrong. We didn't have to learn how to be bad. We already knew how to do that. Sinful nature. Duh. We have to be taught how to be good. We have to be taught how to, you know, follow instructions. You got to be taught the right things. You got to be taught the right things to say, the correct language. You got to be taught that stuff because, duh, we know how to do wrong. And we love it because we continue to do it until we get tired of keep getting hurt by the same dumb stuff. And then that's when we ready to wise up. Now we're ready to mature. To me, I chalk that up to human nature, wanting to keep beating yourself up until you be like, okay, fine, I'm not gonna do this. So I'm not gonna beat myself up. That's what I have learned in the first 3 days. Not to beat myself up, just to dust yourself off and try it again. Um, yep, and keep asking God to forgive me because He's going to forgive me. Um, Now it ain't like I'm gonna just sit there and roll the blunt like, God go forgive me. It's playing. You playing now. See, this what I'm doing is actual like slip ups. Even and you know what? I love the people around me because even they be like, Mama love, you breaking that fast, ain't you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm starting right back. You're right. Starting back. Starting back again. I love everybody's I love the support that I get from everyone. You know, people say if you have a lot of people, yeah, of course it's gonna be drama because you got all these personalities getting to know each other. It's a difference when these personalities just know you. But now I have a tendency to like to bring people together. Sometimes I like to bring my different, you know, circle of friends together and probably like loop them together so we can all be just one big family. Because you know what I notice? Friends is your hand-picked family. That's why it's easier to get along with your friends than it is your family. So your family, you were born into, you learn them and they learn in you as you grow up. Sometimes they let your mistakes go, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they want to remind you where you come from. Hmm. Sometimes they won't. It all depends. It ain't always bad, but it is what it is. Um, I'm still hopeful. I've got high hopes like that ant in the rubber tree plant. Now, um, let's see. I don't know. It feels so good to have such a quiet house. So it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. It's such a wonderful feeling. You know, I don't have to have the door closed. There's air circulating in, because I don't like to have the door closed all the time, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I like closing the door just to close everyone out so that I can gather my thoughts, rejuvenate, recharge, so that I'll be ready for the world, you know? Um, I also learned how to cast my cares on God. I did that today because I was feeling weary. Um, two young ladies were, sitting in my spirit, heavy on my heart. And I'm like, with everything I was already going through and then this heaviness, I said, okay, Lord, all right, you said to cast your cares on you. And I said, Lord, I take these ladies, these young women, these two young ladies, I give them to you because it was like I've been there. I've been there before. May have not gone to the extent as these young women, but I've been where they've been. Where you coming from? Where you coming from?
Huh?
Where you coming from? The door closed.
What's wrong? Not outside. Not outside now. Um,
Oh, in the hallway? Who downstairs?
Nobody.
Oh, okay. Um, good water. But dang, what was I saying? What was I saying? What you hear me say before I said who's it? She won't pay any attention. Okay, so yeah, rejuvenate, recharge. So I'll be able to take on the world. Um, yeah, so I can get ready to take on the world. And see, short term memory, screwed. But God will restore it. God will restore it. Watch when I look back at this, I'm like, dang, the kid, that's what you're supposed to go back to. But oh well. Um, it's amazing. Oh yeah, the circle of friends, me bringing everyone together. Yeah, I have a tendency to do that, and then sometimes it does get a little messy because all personalities may not clash. Just because the personalities get along with you, don't necessarily mean they're gonna get along with each other. And then that's when having a lot of friends becomes drama and messy and this and the third. But it's not necessarily bad. No, that's for people with trust issues. They think that's um, and I've said before, yeah, I have a lot of friends with trust issues, so they do like their circles. They do like their circles small. Whereas I'm a social bug. I love people and people love me. So I still try to group everybody together. I'm gonna stop that because now I realize, not just now, but I'm realizing, especially in the last couple of years, especially the last 3 years, I'm realizing, kid, you just need to. Everybody don't always need to come together. Sometimes, once in a while, maybe just on your birthday. That's it. Maybe just on your birthday and your children's birthday. That's too many times a year. We got 11 children. My birthday. That's 12. Yeah, that's 12 times. No, that's too much. It's on my birthday. So on my birthday, I just have a big gathering. Everybody that loves me. um, Dare to dream. That's why I don't plan stuff. So it'll never go right. So hopefully it'll go good for my children when they grow up. But me planning, I quit. You ain't got to fire me. I quit. I just go. We just do it because I don't want to. ZZ, can you forgot to close my door? Even though I said I don't like closing the door, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I guess now I want my door closed. Um, well, I'm not gonna cut it short. There's something else I need to say. God is good and His mercy is everlasting. He is. And you know what? Another thing I realized that I read somewhere in the Bible today. Why do my child feel the need to always wake up at this time? Okay, he's going back to sleep. Here, baby. Zalera! It's like I'm scared to get high because I don't. I'm scared on what kind of roaring lion the devil's gonna come at me. You know, because though I be doing the little clippies, I don't get high. See, it's not. It's not. I don't get high, but it's like I'm feeling the urge. I want to smoke. So, like, I want to smoke, but I'm not. I'm not. Because I'm scared. See, this kind of fear I think is good to have. To be scared on what may happen if you do something you ain't supposed to do. I think that's the only time the right thing to be scared. You just don't get frozen and stuck in it because then you're going to end up doing something crazy. I think he want the light off. And see, the thing is, I can't do lives earlier than this because y'all remember the last time I did a live like around 7ish, and all the children crying. You know, it was very distracting, but I did a good job of keep it pushing. And this is the best time for me because the house is the calmest. Can't do it around 8 because that's when they're simmering. They're just getting down. You know, everyone took their baths. They ate. They had some noodles, and pizza. Eh, um, it ain't no full course meal, but they were full, satisfied. Hey, Grandma. So with that being said, you gotta be grateful for what you got till you get what you want. That's not no Ronnie Ho quote. Man, you ever wake up to bruises? I want to know if that's a spiritual meaning. Cause there's a bruise right here, right above my knee. I don't remember hitting my knee nowhere. Mm, I'm not gonna go on it. Cause then that's other part of my mind. Oh, the kid demon tried to beat you. He got mad because he couldn't get in. Keep on that image, you can't come in. And then he's like, ooh. Left a bruise on me. That's from my mind. That's the other side of my head. The other side of my head is saying that. Um, or why is it? It's a side of me that's like I don't know if that's I don't know what this is called. Um, when I post this on Facebook, please y'all, if you're watching, anybody that do watch this far, what is it called when? Okay, now this train of thought went through my head as I was talking about me wanting to smoke, but I'm scared about how the devil's gonna come at me as a roaring lion. So this is what just happened in my head. I said that, and then in my head, I went, well, let me smoke weed and find out, cause whatever roaring lion come, I'm busting in his head. That just wanted. I think what I want to challenge myself, push myself to a limit or something. I don't know. Am I pushing myself to a limit of destruction? Is that what it is? I'm not sure. But anybody that's watching up this far, answer that. Let me know. Um, cause I gotta stop doing that sometimes. I think all because ever since I I all my life I had to fight to graduate. Okay, I jacked up my first 2 years of high school in New York City at Christopher Columbus High School. My mom was tired of my crap. Past Fozard said, bring her back to North Carolina. So she did. I went to Northern my 11th grade year. I straightened up. I had no choice. I was in the middle of a bunch of trees and I didn't have a car. And they just didn't know they didn't have. They were talking about putting a bus system up, and they was doing like a fake little trial run my 11th grade year. So no, I was not trying to skip school. It was not easy, and I was not going to go out my way to cut school after leaving New York, going through student probation. I felt like a student criminal. Like they dragged it. Like they act like I was one of them Jenny Craig, not Jenny Craig, Jenny Jones. Y'all remember the white lady that had the talk show, and she always had them bad kids come up there, and then um the little army man come and talk to them or whatever. Just like how Murray had the little wilding out teens, had the crazy teens that be talking to their mom and want to have sex for hamburgers and cigarettes and think that's what's popping. And then you got D West that come out there. They was trying to make it seem like I was like that. I was nothing like that. Okay. I had curfew issues. Yo, I just had a boomerang. Okay, you know how you throw something, come back and hit you. I had curfew issues, and what do I go so hard about with my kids? Curfew. That's because I know what happened at dark. I'm just recapping on the many times I went so hard on Khalil, Amari, Tyree is a little and Zaire on curfew. Yes, now I know why. Because I had an issue with curfew. No, I'm lying. I did not have an issue with curfew. My cousin always had an issue with my curfew. Shaquana. Yeah, I'm telling. We grown now. We grown. So it ain't like we can get in trouble. So, nah, yeah. Because I didn't know New York. And she did. And I didn't know the train systems. It was confusing. I only knew the buses, and the only buses I knew was the buses that would get me to school and to my grandma's house in Parkchester and home. Okay, that's it. And so I used to go places with my cousin and her friends because she had like a very. I loved her friends because they were very, it was multicultural, and I wasn't used to that. So my cousin Shaquana, she really helped me with the multicultural friendship things. Um, And so I like going with her friends in them places, but I never knew how to get back home. And then it would always come off as if I was just being rebellious. No, mom, I was being lost, okay? You whooped me because I was lost. I wasn't being rebellious. I promise, mom. I wasn't rebelling. I was not rebelling against your curfew. I was lost on the train. I ended up in Queens. We was at the Manhattan Mall, and I left her and her friends there and called myself leaving with no quarters, no nothing, but trying to get to where I was trying to get back to Van Ness, and by the time I got to Van Ness, y'all, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I left at 10, and the cops was at the top of. I was so scared. Oh my god! Let me pray, Father. Spirit of us, come in you to go right now in the name of Jesus. Back to what I was saying, because I was getting ready to go. No, I'm not gonna do that anyway. But anyway, I ain't deserved that whooping because I was not being rebellious. I just got lost coming home. I didn't know how to get home, and I ain't had no quarters. I didn't know how to call collect. Um, Shaquana got me in trouble that day. Every time I miss curfew, it was Shaquana. Nope, I'm lying. Shaquana, it wasn't just you. It was David and KJ too. Mm-hmm. David and KJ too. Taking me over there to Baychester. I didn't know how to get back. I didn't know how to get back from over that side of town. I be thinking I can remember. I have a terrible sense of direction. I can follow directions most of the time. However, knowing, like looking around and following, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to go back. Mm-mm. So, Mom, I was not being rebellious when I was cut. Not when I wasn't being rebellious with the curfew thing. I was being lost. Now, cutting school, cutting class. That's I deserved all those whoopings. All those whoopings was warranted. You know, me being on student probation was warranted. It's your fault, Venice. You turned me into a student criminal because you didn't want me to tell on you because you knew I was a tattletale because I was fresh from the country and you got me hooked to that city life and you made sure I didn't tell. You made sure I didn't tell. So he got me hooked. Cutting class. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. It's a drug. Cause you're gonna cut class. Next thing you know, you're gonna be cutting school. And my mom always was thinking I was having sex. No, mom. Unfortunately, no, not unfortunately. Fortunately, your daughter had other things in mind than sex. Just what you didn't know was I was running from the truant cops. I learned how to jump gates. I learned how to hop roofs. I learned how to run from the cops so that they wouldn't call you. Oh wait, I gotta give this. Being a student criminal, running from the truant cops. FYI, was not fornicating. Now I was smoking. I only drank one time cutting school, and I ain't do that no more. Mm-mm. Had me on the table telling me, I'm a dude. Yeah. She's a dude. Huh? Yeah. Oh, I'm on YouTube Live. Come, say hi to my peoples. Hi. That's my Bubby. Yeah, I'm making a video. Huh? You want to make a video? Yeah, but when I come home from school. Okay, so tomorrow me and you will make a video. Or you want to make a video by yourself? Huh? You're gonna do one by yourself? Okay, so he's gonna post a live video tomorrow when he get home from school. He's going to tell about his day, I guess. But anyway, so mom, if you ever watch this, just know curfew stuff. Those whoopings was not. I was not being rebellious. I was lost. I was trying to get home. I was trying to be obedient, but got lost in the process. You know. And you want to know what's so funny? Every time I got lost on the way home, the people I so called left, they always end up finding me, and yeah, and I end up going home with them. So it looks as if I guess that was God because I was lost. I was lost in this big apple city. This I didn't know, but yeah, cutting school, cutting class, don't do it. It's a drug. Mom, I was not having sex while I was cutting school. No, I was sitting in the projects on the bench talking. We were just trying to figure out who house we were going to go sit down and watch TV. Yo, we were corny, okay? We were corny teenagers. I swear, because we got a kick of this. It we didn't have we wasn't smart either, because it's like this. Our logic was okay. We leave school after lunch. We leave school after lunch. Go across the street, sit in the projects on the bench. Like, duh. That's how we always got caught. But we didn't think because we were young and dumb. But anywho, I'm thinking about it. And we leave school to go to somebody else's house because all our parents worked. Okay, so all our parents worked, and we took turns rotating from each other's houses. And it's like when we went to the houses, we watched TV. Yeah, we smoked and watched TV and we laughed, listen to music, laugh and laugh. Okay, now I could say, wow, I can say, except for the report card ditch party of 96, 95, no, 96. Report card ditch party of 96, except for that one time. I didn't, I didn't, I didn't cut school and make out. I didn't do that. No, cut school and watch TV. Cut school to smoke. Cut school to just com- compare classes. We signed each other's student probation papers because it's like we was all on student probation and we was all each other's teacher. Like, yo, it was crazy. But enough of that. I'm about to wrap it up. It's got 7 minutes left. So, um, overall, this is still a learning process. Um, this is my first real fast, honestly. Besides in elementary school when we used to fast for a half a day. Then when we got to high school, we had to fast the whole day. It was on Wednesdays we would have to fast. That was close, yeah, 1 day fast, and that really wasn't a whole day. It was just the school day. That was honestly thinking back. Of course, as a child and as a teenager, you think it's abuse, and oh man, they starved us. No, they was teaching us. If they would have explained what they were doing, it wouldn't have felt so. Oh, 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 oh. So it's like with fasting, with practice fasting in elementary school. That's what I'm gonna call it, because when I was in what fourth grade, because that's when I started going in fourth grade. I started going to Mount Zion in fourth grade. So fourth grade we do half a day. Um, but we still didn't fast because the girls We used to bring our leftovers from dinner, go in that bathroom during bathroom break, chow time. Yo, the boys be so tight. They could smell the food coming out the bathroom. They'd be like, no, they in there eating, they in there eating. And then we run tossing the food in the toilet. We ain't fast. Now, we ain't fast. But sometimes we didn't have no choice but to fast because I had fast food for dinner the day before. Those days, now the days before the fast, where my parents did fast food, I was like, crap, I'm not gonna have nothing in the bathroom to eat, and they're not gonna share with me because they always picked on me. The adults didn't do me wrong. It was the kids. The kids did me wrong. But anywho, but as a teenager and fasting the whole school day, it was teaching us discipline. It really was teaching us discipline in how to manage our appetites, how to manage our emotions, and how to manage our spiritual life. Honestly, looking back at it, that's how I see it. Everybody had their own way of seeing things. To to each his own. But as far as I'm concerned, hmm, I fast in high school, but I didn't fast in elementary school. Ain't that twisted? You would have thought it been the other way around. I think because I got older and I wanted to try it, see if I could do it, and I could. But now, as an adult, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It ain't easy. It's only easy if you're used to it, if you're disciplined. That's how you feel. Why you gotta? Why? You saw how yesterday, the baby did this, and now the 2-year-old done did what the 1-year-old did yesterday. Oh, and here I am holding another baby the last 3 minutes of my video. It's okay. But yeah, some gave me a practice run. It's hard when you're not used to doing it. If you're not disciplined, it's hard. And I am not disciplined. I'm trying. So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing me, one, trying to stick to something because I never went so hard other than fighting for my diploma. Because, yeah, that's what I was talking about. So, yeah, so I messed up, cutting school and everything in New York. Then in Northern, I had no choice but to get it right. And then I'm like, you know what? Nah, my friends is graduating the next year, and I gotta graduate the year after them. Nah, I will not. So I made up in my mind that my senior year, I did ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. I had high school my senior year. I had classes of all grades. I was in school all day. I even did some life packs. I even did Saturday school. And listen, I bust my butt. And I was working. I was working at Burger King and um partially paying for my tuition. I had help. I had support. Like, I guess that's why I'm so helpful because everybody have their own struggles. And though I had struggles growing up, I also had support within those struggles. So I think that's why I'm so helpful. And that's why I don't mind helping the way I do because when I went through stuff, there was always a ram in the bush. There was always a ram in the bush. God made sure it was a ram in the bush for me. Thank you, Jesus. But yeah. So the last thing I went this hard for was my high school diploma, and I'm gonna go hard again for this fast. Um, I don't know. I think I want to challenge myself and smoke and see what the lion is going to roar and do. It's that thought again. I don't know what that's called. It's like I don't want to, but I want to know. Why you want to know the dangerous part? Curiosity kept the cat. Mm. Well, it's time to go. I love you all, and to all a good night. See y'all tomorrow. That's my goodbye music.